Hello, everybody. Okay, give me a quick second. Oh, okay, hang on. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. I think we are good. I believe we are live. Please comment if you are watching so that I know that I have done this properly. This is the first time, sorry, don't mind me, I'm trying to figure out my camera. The first time that I have ever used this specific program to stream in multiple places, which is really exciting. But also I don't want to mess it up. So I am hoping you guys can see this and you can hear me and everything is working. I'm just going to pop into the Share the Warmth group. Yes, it's working. Awesome. Okay. There's captions on me. Well, isn't that fancy? Okay. It looks like it's working, so I'm going to just get rid of that because it's going to mess up my internet connection. There we go. All right, so say hi as you pop in and let me know you are here with me. Don't mind my fancy, I got all dressed up for you guys tonight. I gotta figure out this lighting. That's a little bit better. It's still really bright. I can't change it. Ooh. I guess that's better. Anyway, okay, so I think I figured it out. These videos, the intros will be a lot smoother once I get the hang of this. Okay, so welcome to Team Talk Tuesday, our very first Team Talk Tuesday that is going to be broadcast on YouTube as well as in our Facebook group. So if you are watching on YouTube, let me know. I'm very curious to see how many of you would prefer to watch me on YouTube. I know a bunch of our teamies, not a bunch, some teamies don't have Facebook. And so a few of you have been missing out on our Team Talk Tuesdays because you're not on Facebook. So this is a way that I can kind of reach everybody on more than one platform because I know not everybody is on Facebook. So here we are. Today's Team Talk Tuesday, we are going to chat about, let me pull up my notes here. There we go. We're going to chat about building a customer base and how to create loyalty in your Scentsy business. Now, if you are brand new, my note hasn't updated. Give me a second here. I added more to that note. Where is it? It's not updating. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. I need my notes. I guess I don't. If you're a brand new consultant, there we go. If you're a brand new consultant, it's important to know that you can't rely on your friends and family, people that you already knew and were already friends with and connected with before you signed up. Those friends and family, that circle of people that you already know that you are comfortable with, are going to be a really, really great tool for you to get started and get going and get rolling with your Scentsy business. And if you have people in your life who are super, super supportive of your Scentsy business and they love it and they order it from you all the time, that's amazing. Use that. What I'm saying, though, is if you don't have that big group of people surrounding you who are super excited that you're selling Scentsy, don't feel bad. Don't get down about it, and don't think that it's going to hinder you in any way. I myself, I have been with Scentsy almost 11 years now. When I first started, I hosted my launch party. I did it in person. I actually hosted it in a restaurant because I was hoping to have a lot of people come. 2 people showed up. It was my mom and my aunt. And here I am today, and this is my full-time job. And I would say that I have been successful in this business so far. So I am just living proof that if you don't have an amazing start or don't have a super awesome group of people you already know who are going to support you, that's totally okay. Because the whole point of this business, the direct sales business, is relationships and meeting new people all the time. You always, always, always want to meet new people. I'm just going to pause really, really quickly and let you guys know, because I am broadcasting in different places, I'm using an app to do that. And if you are watching me on Facebook and you comment, all I see is Facebook user. There's no name and there's no profile photo. It's a silly rule, I think, that Facebook has, that you have to actually allow the StreamYard app, which is what I'm using to stream. You have to allow it permission to view your Facebook profile information. And once you've clicked allow, then when you comment on it, I can see who you are. So I see that somebody said hi and you have some time to watch for a bit. I'm not sure who you are. Let me know. Comment your name. That would be easy. But there is a link in the Facebook group that you can click on. The very first, I'll post it later. The very first little reminder that I'm going to be going live tonight had a little button on it where you could click to edit your permissions. Oh, Jessica. Hey, Jessica. It's a silly rule. If somebody comments on YouTube, in the YouTube video chat, I can see their information, but the Facebook, I can't. So anyway, so it's just so you know, I'm going to answer all of your questions, but I might not know who you are. Okay. Where was I? What was I talking about? Totally got distracted. Completely lost my frame of mind. Okay, so don't rely on your friends and family. Yes, there we go. The whole point of this business is to be constantly meeting new people. There's kind of this really icky misconception about direct sales and direct sales consultants. And I feel like there have been quite a few other reps for other companies who might have made us look bad over the last 10, 15 years. Direct sales has changed a lot over the past few years, even just since COVID started. We have really, really adapted, and we have really embraced social media. Most consultants are doing Facebook parties and a lot of online things. We spend a lot of time in our VIP groups with our customers and posting things in our stories and things like that. It's very easy to lose sight of what the business model was actually made for. And the business model of Sensi is parties. Okay, so parties. And let me tell you why. Now, we've adapted and we've gone a lot to social media, but what I'm also noticing is people are focusing more on getting orders on social media than they are on getting parties booked on social media. And why do you want to do parties? There's a million different ways you can do parties. So don't think that you can't do parties, because you can. And if you don't like going live and you don't like being on video, maybe doing them in person is your thing. You can't do them in person for whatever reason, family situations, all kinds of stuff. You don't have a car, whatever it might be. You live in the middle of nowhere. You can send out bag parties. You can do mail pouch parties. You can send out in the mail and ship to people. There are so many different ways that you could do parties. That's a whole nother video. But what I'm saying is, parties are going to get you in front of more people faster. And those people that you are going to be speaking to and meeting when you do a party for someone are there because they're interested to learn more about Sensi, and they probably want to place an order. So if you think of a home party, just as an example. You go to a home party. So I'm talking to my friend Sarah. I just became a Sensi consultant. I'm chatting with Sarah, letting her know how excited I am. I just set up my new Sensi business. I've got my new website. You should check this out. This stuff is really awesome. Sarah says, awesome. I'd love to place an order to help you get started. Yay. what I want to do is I want to say to Sarah, what would really, really help me get started is if you were to host a party for me. Just get your friends together. It's super easy. I just need practice. You don't have to do anything. Just invite people over and I'll do the rest. Okay. That gets you comfortable because you are, when you're first starting and you're getting your friends excited about it and you're sharing with your friends how excited you are, having your friend help you out by hosting a party is going to help you out a lot more than that friend just placing an order. And it's a really great place to start doing parties because it's usually with people that you know and that you're most comfortable with. Your friend, your sister, your mom can have a party for you, invite her friends over. It doesn't matter. You just need to get in front of as many people as possible. So Sarah has a party. Let's say that I booked a party with Sarah. So Sarah messaged me. She was going to place an order. I asked her if she wanted to host a party to help me out. And she said yes. Sarah's going to host a party. And let's say she's got 8 friends coming to her party. A few of those friends I know. A few of them I've never met before. Okay. So 8 brand new people who are there because they are probably planning on ordering something. They're not going to go to a home party and then be like, oh, she's going to talk about Scentsy. Right? Like, people know you're going to talk about Scentsy. They totally expect that from you. It would be really rude of you, actually, not to talk about Scentsy at a Scentsy party. So you don't feel as awkward. You don't feel like you're being pushy or salesy because they know that's what you're going to do. They know you're there to sell something and share a product. So it's a really great situation to put yourself in. Plus, you are meeting 8 brand new people. And when those 8 brand new people see how fun and easy your Scentsy party was, and easy is a key there because you don't want to make your job look hard. If it's hard for you to do, everyone else sees how hard it is for you to do and they don't want to do what you do. So number 1 is make it really, really easy and keep it super simple. When they see how much fun they had at your party and they get their order and they're totally in love with their new warmer, they're going to book their own party because you're going to ask them. You're going to let them know that they can get free credit and half price items to get more stuff for themselves when they host their own party. And their friend Sarah, who they just supported by going to her party, she's going to get an extra half price item when she shops at their party. So you're going to build those relationships with those people at that party, but you're also going to ask for more parties. And if you think about it, if I do one party with Sarah, Sarah is my only friend right now who's even interested in Scentsy. I just signed up. I'm brand new. Sarah is hosting a party for me. Okay. I meet 8 of Sarah's friends. I have a party order to put in. Sarah's party does awesome. I've already got my 500 PRV. I'm doing great. 2 of those people from Sarah's party book their own parties. So now I'm going to go to do this party and I'm going to go do this party. And at each of those parties, I'm going to meet 10 more people and 10 more people. And then 3 people from this party are going to book their own parties. And then 2 people from this party are going to book their own parties. And now I've got 8 more parties booked for the next month. And it snowballs. And you are meeting brand new people every single time you do a party. So if you really focus on asking people for parties, you're going to meet more people. And what's really, really important when you are meeting these new people is that you focus on relationships, not sales. We are not in the sales business. We are in the relationship business. We are in a business about people, not about making sales. So switch your focus a little bit. Don't think about, I need to sell as many 6-packs as I possibly can. Who can I sell a 6-pack to? Okay. Think about it as, I need to meet as many new people as I possibly can and make as many new friends as I possibly can. And the Scentsy can come later. I'm getting off track. That's where I was going with it. There's a very icky misconception about direct sales. People assume when they know that you sell something for an MLM or a direct sales company, they're going to assume that you're going to be pushy and salesy, and they're just like, no, stay away. So if you message someone and say, well, let's just use an example. I'm sure we have all got a message like this at some point or another on social media. If you say, I got a message from someone who is not on my friends list. And this is a real example. I got a message from someone on Facebook who is not on my Facebook friends list. And I don't know who this person is. And I open up the message request and it says, "Hey girl, I just started a beauty business and I think you would be amazing for this. How would you like to share my link with your friends and earn some free stuff?" Number one, I don't know you. So there should be a, "Hey, how's it going?" Introduce yourself first. So when you get a message like that, very, very often it's going to be ignored or deleted, even if it's from somebody you know. If I get a message from someone who I haven't spoken to in 5, 6, 7 years, or maybe I haven't seen them since high school, and they send me a message and say, "Hey, I just started selling this product. Are you interested? Do you want to host a party? You should join my team." Your kind of gut instinct reaction is, "No, thanks." That's how it makes me feel anyway. You want to really avoid selling. You don't want to be a salesperson. And quite often people will say, "Oh, I could never do what you do. I'm not a salesperson. I'm terrible at sales." Guys, I'm also terrible at sales. I have been in retail since I was 16. I've worked in retail stores. I have been in the management side of things. I have been on the sales floor. I've been the visual merchandiser. Sales have never, ever, ever been my thing. Okay. I can help you find what you're looking for, but I am not going to try to push you to buy a shirt to go with those pants unless you tell me you want a shirt to go with those pants. That's the kind of salesperson I am. I'm not going to throw things at you when you're in the fitting room because I don't like that, so I'm not going to do it to other people. It's basically the same idea, right? If you truly believe in the product and love using it, then you don't ever have to feel like you're trying to sell it. And if you focus on relationships and meeting people and creating relationships with the people that you meet, and getting to know people and making friends, Scentsy can come up in conversations completely naturally, and you don't ever have to feel like you are being pushy or trying to sell somebody on something in order to be successful in this business. It can very, very easily come up naturally in a conversation if you are just being yourself, being you, and being authentic. So don't use copy and paste messages. Don't use mass texts or group messages. Always one-on-one messages. Don't start a conversation with Scentsy. If you want to message someone and ask them to host a party for you, message them first and say, "Hey, how's it going? I saw your pictures of your son's birthday party on Facebook. Oh my gosh, he's adorable. I can't believe he's 3 already." That's going to start a conversation, and you're going to start talking about the birthday party and how cool the cake was and whatever. And then you can say, "Hey, I actually meant to ask you, I just started my Scentsy business," or "We just came out with a brand new spring summer catalog and I've got a really, really cool offer. If you'd like to maybe try a party with me this month, you can earn free credit and half price items to shop with, and I'll throw in whatever as a thank you gift." I love to offer incentives, so free gift for booking a party with me, because it gives you a reason to bring it up in conversation. "Hey, I wanted to let you know, I'm giving a free fragrance flower on top of the free credit and free half price items that Scentsy's going to give you if you host a party with me this month. And there's tons of ways we can do a party." That can come up a lot easier in a conversation if you're already having a conversation with somebody. So I'm not telling you to be fake. I'm not telling you to create all of these fake relationships with people so that you can get them comfortable and then sell them on Scentsy. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is build genuine, authentic relationships with people. Be yourself. Have conversations. Take the time to chit chat with people. Know what's happening in people's lives. I would never, ever, ever message somebody that I don't know or that I haven't talked to in years and straight up ask them to buy Scentsy or host or join or whatever it is I want to ask them. You want to catch up with the person first. And it goes both ways. People are much more likely to be interested in what you have going on if you're bringing it up to them in a way that is not salesy. I keep saying the same word over and over again. Okay, I'm going to go back to my notes because I'm totally getting off topic again. Get out of your comfort zone. That is huge. And that is still challenging for me. I'm not even kidding. Like almost 11 years later, I still get nervous talking to somebody I've never met before. Get out of your comfort zone and push yourself out of that comfort zone as often as you possibly can. Talk to people. Talk to strangers. Talk to people you've never talked to before. Say hi to the mailman. Make conversation with your UPS guy. Talk to the guy who works at the Tim Hortons window that you see every morning. Have a chit chat with the cashier at the grocery store. Don't go to the self-checkout. Go to an actual cashier and ask her how her day's going. Just have conversations with people. Add people on social media. When you're meeting people in real life, adding them to your social media is a really, really great way. Rather than, I always carry samples and catalogs in my purse just in case I run into someone who might need one. But don't just meet somebody in line at Walmart, for example, chit chat with the lady behind you, and she sees Scentsy on your hoodie, and she's like, "Oh, you sell Scentsy? I love Scentsy. I'm going to give you a catalog." Of course I am. But I'm also going to say, "Hey, are you on Facebook? Why don't I add you real quick? I can add you to my VIP customer group." Pull out your phone and add them on Facebook. Okay. The more Facebook friends you have, the better. That is, number one, going to give you an opportunity to contact them. After you've given them the sample and the catalog, you have to have a way to follow up with that person. If you're just handing out samples and catalogs and not getting that person's name or number or information and walking away, you are just sitting there crossing your fingers, hoping that person is going to love what you gave them and call you or find you. They could just go to Scentsy.com and place an order and you never hear from them again. Right? So it's very important that you have a way to follow up with that person once you've met them. I find a real quick, "Hey, are you on Facebook? Why don't I add you real quick?" Works really well. I think I've only had someone say they're not on Facebook a couple of times, and then I'm like, what about Instagram? But that also gives them an opportunity to see what you are doing, even when you are not directly reaching out to that person to say, "Hey, did you have a chance? What did you think of that sample I gave you?" Or, "It was so nice to meet you in Walmart the other day," or whatever. Even when you are not directly contacting them, they are going to see what you're posting on Facebook. What you post on Facebook is also very important. You want to really avoid posting things, generic flyers, product images, a screenshot from your website, any of the things that every other consultant you see on Facebook is sharing. You don't want to share the same thing that they're sharing. Okay. And let me think of an example. The Chasing Rainbows bar set that we have coming out in April. I could post one of the images that are in the workstation of the 5 bars and say, "These are coming out in April. If you're interested, let me know, blah, blah, blah." Or I could order the consultant set, which I just did. And when it comes in, I'm going to take a picture of myself holding all 5 bars. And I'm going to make it a funny selfie with like rainbows and emojis and stuff all over the place. And I'm going to post that on my social media. And I guarantee you a funny selfie holding the bars is going to get you way more interaction and interest and possible orders for those bars than the same generic picture that every other consultant in the world is sharing on Facebook. You want to make what you're sharing about Scentsy personal, and you want to make it you. You're branding yourself. Scentsy already has a brand. People know what Scentsy is. You want them to buy Scentsy from you. You want them to think of you as the Scentsy lady or the Scentsy dude. You want people to think of your name and instantly think of Scentsy. You want somebody to be out having coffee with the girlfriend and her girlfriend mentions, her kid's room is so stinky. You want her to think, "Oh, hey, I have a girl. My girl tries to sell Scentsy and she can totally hook you up." You want to be known as the Scentsy person. But you also, the way that you market yourself on social media, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you're on, it should be you. If you see other people posting things and doing things that seem really, really awesome and fun and they're working really well for them, take those ideas from what those other consultants are doing and make them you. Change the wording. If somebody makes a big long post and they're booking a ton of parties with it and you want to copy the same thing they did, but their post is full of y'all, and that's not something you ever say, people are going to read right through it, and they're going to know that that's not you, that those aren't your words. So take ideas from other consultants, but make them your own. Share things. Share a quick 5-second video of your hand dropping wax cubes into your warmer, and just put, oh my gosh, I just tried sugared strawberry for the first time. It's amazing. Where has this been all my life? Or refilling your oil diffuser, or a picture of your kids sniffing wax bars as they unpack a Scentsy box, a picture of your dog having a bath with the Scentsy pet shampoo next to him, like whatever it is. Rather than just sharing the product, share how you yourself are using the product and why you love it. Don't add a link. Don't say, isn't this warmer beautiful? It's only $36. Message me to order yours. Just say, isn't this warmer beautiful? Because then you're not trying to sell it, but that gorgeous warmer is going to sell itself. People are going to comment. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, how much is this one? Oh my gosh, can you order this? Is this in the new catalog? I've never seen this before. People are going to get excited about it because you are saying you love it. Sharing real pictures and real life situations where you are using the products is going to sell a lot more for you than just sharing a generic image. Avoid triggery stuff, I guess, on social media. Don't share political views or, mask or no mask or whatever. There are so many things in the world right now that are getting people upset and dividing people. You want to avoid posting anything like that at all on your social medias. You want to be neutral when it comes to things like that, because you don't want to turn anybody off. And just because somebody has different beliefs than you doesn't mean that you don't want them to order Scentsy from you or be a part of your business. But if you post your beliefs very strongly, that person might go, and not order from you again. And you won't ever know, right? So very, very important to remember that your customers are watching everything that you are doing on your social media. Keep it as much as PG as you can, depending on who you are. If you're not a PG person, then don't keep it PG. But avoid things that could get people upset. Keep it positive. Don't be posting like, oh, my life sucks. People will follow you and will pay attention to you if you are yourself and you are happy and you are entertaining. Use your stories. Stories are a huge, huge tool. Real quick selfies or videos of what you're doing throughout your day. Look at all the orders I just got. Oh my gosh, look at all these bars. I'm unpacking them today, or, whatever it might be. People like to see that. And if you can be seen in their stories on a daily basis, they're going to remember you. Don't post all Scentsy all the time. I like to keep it like, I've heard 40-60 is a good rule. So 60% personal, 40% Scentsy. I've heard 70-30. There's all kinds of different percentages. Hey, Ian, make sure you are sharing Scentsy, but you are sharing it in a way that is branding you, not Scentsy. And you are also sharing other things. Focus on things that you love when you're on your social media. I love plants. Completely obsessed with plants. I have a problem. So I share things about plants. I'll share a new plant I picked up. I'll share, oh my God, my Monstera has new leaf growth, but that's just me, and that's who I am, and that's what I love. I love my pets. We have some pretty cool pets. We have a Cane Corso, which is, it's an Italian Mastiff, so he's big. He's 150 pounds. You probably saw him behind me a while ago. And then we also have a Sphinx, a hairless cat. So I love my pets. I think they're the coolest things ever. I take pictures of them and I share things about my pets all the time on social media. People know my pets' names. My customers remember my pets' names. Okay. So focus on things that are you. I'm a mom. I have 3 girls. I post my kids all the time. Focus on things that are you, and then meet new people through those things. Okay. So again, I'm talking about on social media, but the same thing goes for in real life, in the real world. Find something that you are into and then join a group. Join a recreational basketball team if you love basketball. Join dog training, puppy classes for your new puppy to meet new people and talk to other people with puppies. On Facebook, there are groups for everything. If you like knitting, there's a group for you. If you like weaving, there's a group for you. If you like folding paper to fancy designs, there's a group for you. If you like plants, there's a million groups for you. If you're pets, I'm in groups for naked cats all over Facebook. I'm in groups specifically for Cane Corso owners on Facebook. Join groups and activities and things that you love to do, because you're going to meet new people doing them. And I'm not telling you to join these Facebook groups because I want you to go and post about Scentsy in them. Not at all. Okay. I'm going to be active in the groups that I'm in. I'm going to post a picture of my dog in the Cane Corso group every once in a while. I'm going to post a picture of my new plant in one of my plants groups every once in a while. And I'm going to have conversations with people in those groups. And I'm going to ask questions, and I'm going to try and give some advice if somebody's asking for advice. I'm just going to try to connect with people. And when I have a little chit chat or a little thread back and forth with somebody for a while, I'll shoot them a friend request. I don't have to tell them I sell Scentsy. I don't have to offer them to buy Scentsy. I don't have to say, oh, hey, you've got a dog, you should try the Scentsy pet line. I'm just going to add them because I think they're cool and we like the same things. And we had a conversation. Once I add them as a Facebook friend or an Instagram follower, I follow them, they follow me back, whatever it is, they're going to start to see Scentsy. They're going to know I sell Scentsy. It's pretty freaking obvious. And then it's so much easier to just bring it up in a conversation. So this is what I'm saying. Do things that you love. On social media, share things that you love that aren't Scentsy. Be you. People are going to want to get to know you. They are going to want to see your face. They're going to listen to what you have to say, and they're going to trust you. I 10,000% would order something from somebody who can message me and ask me how our new house is, because I've been posting on Facebook over the last little while. We just moved. If they message me and say, how's the new house, blah, 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 and then bring it up, I'm much more likely to order something from them or host a party with them or ask questions about their product or whatever it might be than if they were to just cold message me and just say, hey, are you interested in blah, 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 XYZ? That message would probably just get ignored. To be totally honest, I ignore a lot of messages. So, and a lot of people do. So very, very important to focus on those relationships first, and the sales and things like that will come afterwards. But you really, really want to be careful that you are not approaching strangers and just trying to add them to your Scentsy group. Message somebody first, get to know the person first. Never add somebody to a group without asking them if you can add them to your group first. I will never, ever add somebody to my customer group, even if they just order from me. I'm going to send them a message and just say, hey, I just got your order. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Would you mind if I add you to my customer VIP group on Facebook? So it's very much about just being a real person and talking to people like they're real people and you care about them, because you do, and not focusing so much on what you're going to get out of that conversation. Just focus on having a conversation with someone. And it takes a little bit more time to build friendships and build relationships and get to know people. But I promise you, it is going to work so much better for your business than if you just try to add as many strangers as you possibly can to a Facebook group and just pray that they all stay and buy something. Okay. Okay, I'm going to look at my notes again and see what I'm missing. Yeah, how well do you know your customers? What do you know about your customers? If they have like an all-time favorite scent, remember that. Take notes. You can have an app. You can have a note on your phone or a notebook that you keep in your purse or whatever, and just write things down about people as you learn them. If you use the Amy app for follow-ups, if you don't, you should be, because it's game changer. There is an option there when you're doing follow-up with someone. There's an option to add notes in that person's profile on your Amy app. So I can write a note in Lisa's profile and just say, Lisa is obsessed with Thunderstorm. And then that way I can remember that next time thunderstorm comes back, I'm going to message Lisa. So know things about them, pay attention to things about them. When I'm doing home parties, I always make it my goal to try and talk to every single person who's there one-on-one at some point while I'm there. I don't want to just be the consultant sitting back in a corner twiddling my thumbs, hoping people are going to order. I'm going to walk around. I'm going to sit down and chat with everybody. I'm going to talk about their kids. I'm going to tell them I like their shirt or their hair or their shoes. I'm going to ask questions about where they work, things like that. Just building friendships and meeting new people and making new friends. But I always make it my goal, especially when I'm doing a home party, to learn one thing about each person there that's not Scentsy related. And then I usually will write a little note on their order form after the party. And, you know, this is Susie. Okay, well, Susie has the son whose birthday is next weekend, so I'm going to write that down. And then after the party's done and I've delivered their orders and I'm going to check up with Susie, I can send her messages and just say, hey, Susie, it's Trista from so-and-so Scentsy party. How did your son's birthday party turn out? I'm dying to hear about how that cake was. I use birthday parties and cake as an example all the time just because it's easy, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, so learn something about that person and then look back at your notes afterwards before you message them again. If I want to message Sarah because I want to ask her to book a party for me, I'm going to go to Sarah's Facebook profile and just take a quick scroll and just see what's going on in her life lately. And then I'll message her and I'll just be like, hey, Sarah, oh my gosh, your lunch today looked amazing. Where did you order that from? Whatever it is. Have that conversation and build that friendship. So it's definitely not as fast as sending out a big group message, hey girl, come try my new product. But it's going to be much more effective for you, I promise. On your Facebook, who do you follow on Facebook? Did you know that you can actually make specific groups of your Facebook friends? You can have Scentsy customers group of Facebook friends. You can have Scentsy team members group of Facebook friend. You can have family only. You can have whatever. You can sort them into groups on your Facebook. Another tip that someone recently recommended to me that I think is amazing is go through your Facebook and unfollow all of the Scentsy consultants. And if you've been at this for a while like me, there are a lot of them. I follow a ton of consultants. I'm not unfriending them. I am just unfollowing them because I don't want Scentsy stuff coming up in my newsfeed all the time. I want to see as much as I possibly can from my Facebook friends who don't sell Scentsy. The more I see from people who don't sell Scentsy, the better, because then it gives me a chance as I'm scrolling my Facebook feed to interact with people. I'm going to love or laugh or whatever at their post. Just a like isn't really noticeable, but if somebody loves your post, you're going to notice it. I'm going to take the time to stop and comment on people's posts, right? Like, oh my gosh, this is adorable, or I love this, whatever. The silliest, smallest little comments people know and recognize, and it just kind of gets you in their brains more. And the more conversations you have with people about whatever it is they're posting on Facebook, the better. So just be active. I realize I'm talking mostly about social media today. That's just how things have been over the last couple of years. But everything kind of will translate in real life versus social media as well. So, but yes, you can unfollow consultants so that you see more of your customers' lives. That's also very important. And ask for referrals, you guys. Ask for referrals. If you are talking about Scentsy with someone and they're like, yeah, I don't know, it's just not really my thing. Okay, no problem. Do you know anyone who might be interested though? Because I could really use some help. If you have a friend who might want to host a party with me, I could give you something for connecting me with them. A lot of people will offer referral bonuses. You can even put a little card in your customers' orders to let your customers know that you offer a referral bonus. And that can be a free scent circle if you send me a friend who places an order. It could be, let's see, how did I do it before? It was a free scent circle if you send someone my way who places an order. It was, I think it was $10 credit if you send someone my way who hosts a party. And that comes out of my pocket, but it's worth it. And then I think I did a free, I don't remember what it was, $40 or $50 credit to spend on Scentsy if you send someone to me who ends up joining my team. And you can make those whatever you want. It can be a product, it can be a half-off item, whatever you want to use for your incentive. But offering referral bonuses can be really helpful too. When people know that they can get something for sending someone your way, it's going to get their brain moving, and they're going to start to go, oh, well, who do I know that would like Scentsy? So asking for referrals, if you're going to know from somebody, whether you're asking them if they're interested in joining, if you're asking them to book a party, if you're asking them if they want to order anything and they say no, do you know anybody who might? Right? Or, awesome, well, I'm placing an order this weekend and I've got free shipping. So if you know anyone else who might want to jump on my free shipping order, send them my way. It doesn't have to be, again, salesy or pushy. You can just bring it up because it's a good deal. Okay, so I think I've covered all my notes. I don't see any questions. I'm hoping I'm not missing any comments or anything. I hope this all worked and you guys can all watch. That's it. That's all I have on my notes. If you guys have any tips or tricks that have worked well for you, please leave them here in the comments. If you are watching this as a replay, thank you for watching. Let me know you watched the replay, #replay in the comments. Ask questions, chit chat here about what's working for you and what's not working. If you need advice or tips on a certain situation, we are all here to help. So ask all your questions in the comments and we will do our best to help you. But I want you guys to go out there and just meet as many people as you possibly can and get to know people, and don't feel like you need to be a salesperson to be successful at this, because you totally do not. Okay, that's it. So I hope this has been helpful. And we'll see you next week for Team Talk Tuesday again next Tuesday. Have an awesome night, you guys. See you later.